you, Jesse. Hey, y'all! New York City! Oh, hello, beautiful people. It takes a lot to get me up on a Sunday morning like this, but I'm here, and I could not be more happy to be here with you. How y'all feeling today? Y'all ready to walk? Iconically. It is such an honor to be here with this incredible community of fighters and advocates and survivors and caregivers and allies. I have to say, this June I am very excited because I will have the honor of serving as one of the 5 Grand Marshals of the NYC Pride March. And I can tell you this, standing here as an ally, I realize that I'm not just an individual, but I am part of an iconic legacy of service. It's not just about showing up for one another. It is about courage, it's about compassion, it's about a solidarity required to ensure that we never leave anyone behind. And that's exactly why I'm here today. I'm here because AIDS Walk New York matters. I'm here because GMHC matters. For more than 40 years, this has been a movement and a lifeline. GMHC has been at the center of that fight, providing care, advocacy, and dignity. And for many, GMHC is family. It's survival. I'm reminded of the height of the AIDS epidemic in the 80s, where people couldn't access food, proper medical care, because they were isolated or sometimes shunned or sometimes even left lonely and scared. But then I think of the heroes and angels and some of our fabulous lesbians who stepped up from the community. Women like Ivy Bettini, Dr. Marjorie Hill, and Sina Taylor, who provided care and company for those people. That is the spirit that I think of when I think of GMHC and the legacy of the AIDS Walk. People coming together from all over to support each other and send a message. That message, this energy, that's the perfect response to what the fuck we are seeing happening politically in this country right now. The cutting of funding, the attacks on DEI. For many, those have made navigating an already challenging time through the medical system that much more unbearable. We need this energy and then some. So let's multiply this energy as we walk today to continue walking and volunteering and protesting and marching and calling your elected officials to remind them who they work for. Not only this year and not only next year, but every day in between. Let's make sure that they don't continue to cut funding for AIDS and HIV research, life-saving medical care, and quality of life programs that we so desperately need. Let's continue to walk because we know that people's lives are more than a diagnosis. Let's walk to defend against the impacts of this administration on your friend or your family member or even your neighbor who may have HIV. But let's also allow yourself to consider how that harm multiplies if that person is an immigrant or transgender or living with disabilities or unhoused or all of the above. We gather today honoring those that we've lost to AIDS and HIV, to hate, to violence, and we recommit ourselves to those who are still here, still fighting, each and every one of you. Last year, my dear friend Javier Munoz and I traveled to Capitol Hill to urge lawmakers not to cut federal funding. Now, while I don't share the experience of living with HIV, I went because I understood that discrimination targeting HIV care often impacts the same healthcare institutions that provide essential life-saving care for the trans community as well. For those of us standing in solidarity. Advocacy is not optional, it's essential. Every single step taken today sends a message that we are still here, that we care, and that we are still fighting. So today, let's walk loudly, let's love